Super simple fix. Those are kind we like. Well, howdy, welcome back to Freedom One Garage. We are headed over to the shop. It's supposed to be a little bit warmer and a little bit sunnier today. We've got what normally would be a pretty low stress, low curse word job. We're going to try and get done today, but because of particularly the temperature and weather conditions, it could fight us a little bit. We're dealing with this bad ride today. It's I don't know the exact year, but this is a TJ, so you're talking 97 to 2006 Jeep TJ. It's got a ripped zipper on the back window and needs a new soft top. So ideally, this is something we'd want to do on like a 80-85 degree day, nice and sunny, nice and dry, so we could kind of put the top out, let it get all nice and warm and soft in the sun, and you know, stretch on it a little bit. Well, we don't have that luxury. We don't even have heat in the shop, so we're gonna have to kind of figure it out. First thing we're gonna do, start everything up. We got to get the truck out so we can get the Jeep in, and we'll go from there. If we don't manage to get this done today, I got a buddy with a heated shop I could probably get in tomorrow. It still won't be optimal conditions, but we can probably wrestle it on there. But hopefully we can show you a couple tricks that even in the cool weather we can get this top on today, because we've got at least the weatherman's says snow's coming. So kind of got to get it on. Let's walk you through it. Whew, had to switch to the stocking cap. Well, that's what's happening there. This thing won't start. Dead battery. So I'm thinking that either when they dropped it off, or maybe when I secured the keys and got the top out of it, the new top out of it in the box, maybe a door didn't get shut. No big deal. Battery goes dead, but then it's not happy. What I think is the problem is right here where the main positive cables go into the factory terminal here. There's looseness, and I don't think it's getting a good connection, but the starter makes bad noises. You know, sometimes this kind of stuff just pops up when things get to you. So I'm gonna put you guys here. You can't really see the starter, but you don't need to. But I mean, I'm telling you, it makes a weird noise. All right, that's about the best it's done. Clearly, once the starter gets good voltage, it doesn't sound nearly as, I mean, it was making that grumbling, gravelly noise earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and get this off of here. We got to take a closer look at that connection, because let's see, battery, we've got a January of 2018 battery. It is the gooder level of Walmart battery, but yeah, we're gonna pop this off and take a look at that cable, and we'll put a new end on it if we have to. There we go. Let's take a look at this guy. I just don't like it, you guys. We've got enough cable. See, now, see that? See how loose that is? I mean, it connects somewhere in there eventually, but then we got the green stuff growing. Yeah, we're gonna do the right thing. Snip this guy off. And while we fix on it, And then, oh, here's another issue. We've got another, looks like the main body power wire has rubbed through on something. This guy right here, we'll have to let the customer know about that too and see what they want to do. But it all needs fixed. I don't want this thing starting on fire. Okay, we got her cleaned up. We got a new clamp down end on there. Got both our wires squeezed in there. They're all the way to the end. That's how you want to see it. And let's go see if that makes a difference in how this guy cranks. We took the battery charger off for the time being. You want to hear a key buzzer from you know where. Check this out, guys. Oh, even the key buzzer sounds better. It made this like tornado siren sound before. Let's do this. Alright, well, we're gonna need some battery jump then. I'll put you here. Let's try again here. We got 40 in it, but much better. Now we can do what this thing came here for us to do. Trying to get a top on. It still isn't any warmer at all. All right, well let's just take a little walk around this guy. Nice yellow, black. Looks like we got some aftermarket flares on it. That's cool, kind of gloss black contrast. Neat. 6-cylinder Jeep. It's a 2003. I actually looked. Says so on the data tag there. Little yellow overspray, so somewhere along the line, looks like we might have had a little damage repair, but you know, it shows really well. It's nice and shiny all the way around. Yeah, 6-cylinder 5-speed. Yeah, that's exactly where I'd be if I wanted to get one of these. And let's see, does it have the, yeah, it has the air conditionings, has the cruise control. So yeah, pretty nice little TJ here. When you talk about what the next collectible is going to be, we're already there with this guy. So my CJ is fairly sought after nowadays. And then you have the YJ. Those are the ones with the rectangular headlighters. And then the next generation is exactly this TJ. Now they made an LJ, which was about 8 inches longer, I think. And those are, yeah, those are really cool, and they demand quite a premium. But for your next build or Jeep, you still have straight axles, you still have the 4-liter Jeep engine that just is awesome. This is the next generation of Jeep that, as time goes by, they're going to be harder to find, more sought after, and as a result, more valuable and worth keeping around in good condition like this one is too. So, but let's get to the top. That's what we're here for. It ain't going to get any warmer. Let's find you a tripod to sit on. So coming off is really not that bad. There's a header panel that actually inserts into the top here. We've got a middle bow here, and we've got a rear bow there. But if we just take tension off here, stay, and then we're just going to pull down on these corners, both sides, maybe. There we go. And there's a couple snaps on this back bow. Let me get you in here. 6 snaps along the bottom edge of this back bow. And you can take the tool you got to try them off. And then the second bow, it just wraps around, the top just wraps around it with Velcro strips. Look at that. Now, we're loose from all of our back end bows. There's our back window and our tailgate. Tree. This tailgate seal just slides off of the bottom of the back window. And then we're going to take the entire top and fold it over forward here. Let's okay. There we go. By pulling that over, what that gave us access to is to all these screws right along the edge of the header panel there. And I lost my driver. Oh, no, there it is. The top is removed from the Jeep. Okay, I think we're ready. A couple things we're going to do to try and keep the heat in this top. Number one, van's outside running, top's in it. We're going to scurry in here just as fast as we can and start getting those screws on that header panel installed. Number two, we are going to start the Jeep and let it sit here and idle with the heater on. In hopes that it'll get some heat in that way too. You always have to start with the center screw. this aluminum channel for the back window is bent up a little bit, so we gotta get him down, otherwise he's gonna dig into that tailgate every time they shut the thing. We can't just pull this whole thing forward when it's cold out and stuff. What we can do is we can take the shoulder bolt out of here and drop this arm down, and then that sags the whole back of the top. We'll move it forward, and then it'll be a little bit easier to fight this, I think, to fight this arm back up into here. That's the plan. Come on, get back in there. Ugh. Oh. It's not ready yet. No, it's not ready yet. Okay, now. I'm getting it. Get just that's all. More leverage. We got her. Yeah, so what we ended up doing was wrestling these bolts out. They're a little shoulder screw in there, letting this drop down, getting the front latched with the back hooked under the way it's supposed to be, and then it was a matter of muscling these back. And if you've ever tried to do that, it's not something I recommend. We basically took a ratchet strap from here up around the upper roll bar and pulled it up, and then literally, I mean, it took everything I had to pull it back far enough just so Jalen could get this screw started back in. But we got both sides in. We've already got the other side window in. We're gonna walk you through putting this side window in. We're past the hard stuff now. It's basically a zipper that starts at the front and comes down, and then the hard plastic edge that slides under the rail, and some Velcro. Let's throw that in quick. And okay. Like I said, zipper starts at the front. Oh, this one's got the zipper guy on the window end. The other side, the zipper guy was on the top end. So this might be a little more challenging than that side was. To get this guy in there. Oh, she's on. Okay, and then you can just roll down the edge a little bit. Yeah, you're going. Not too shabby. Kind of makes me want to, I've got a soft top for my Jeep, and I just never got it out because it's usually just a summertime rig. But it's kind of getting, you know, this tinted window look. It's pretty badass, I'm not gonna lie. Pull this top, flip up our zipper flipper, capture him in there. Top's on, folks. There you have it, ladies and gals and guys and gentlemen. If you didn't think this was a sharp little Jeep without the top, the black on the yellow with the tinted glass and plastic, yeah, buddy, this is, yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Top went on really well. It didn't have a brand name on the box, so I'm not gonna pretend to know exactly who makes the top, but it fits like a glove. I really, at this point, other than maybe the middle bow The Velcro seam is a little bit off on the driver's side, but otherwise the thing fits wonderfully. Yeah, I got no issues with this top. And it, you know, yeah, for wintertime cruising, it's a good looking rig. We might have one or two small things left to do on this. I got an update from the young man that drives it, and he says, hey, there's a headlight out and something about the radio or the stereo doesn't work. And then we got that wire we gotta fix, and I want to check in with the paying customer, which is a young man's father, first, and make sure that he's on board with some of these other little projects and fixes. And then next morning, Jeep Wrangler back in the shop. We got approval from the guy actually paying the bills to go ahead and deal with what we reportedly have is one headlight out and the stereo stopped working, and apparently the battery was somewhat dead when they went to bring this initially, and the first attempt to jump start, the jumper cables were hooked backwards. So fairly certain. We checked this morning. I'm not going to show you again, but we checked this morning, and we also don't have wipers. So there's probably one of the larger fuses in this little cluster here that is no longer fusing. We need to go like that and like that. There we go. So let's start with a test light and check some of this stuff out. Let me check our small ones here. Yeah, we got one fuse here. Oh, you good. You got a 15er maybe. Nope. Like they're a little loose in their socket, some of them. There we go. So all those fuses check out. Not sure why we're missing the body of this relay. So that's, I mean, if it works, it works, but it's also a little sketch. Now let's go and we'll look at some of these bigger fuses. I'm gonna have to set you down so I can look close here. Well, everything checks out here. However, Jeep on these rigs, they hid some more fuses on the inside. They're behind the glove box, so you have to take the glove box out. You do get a little diagram here on the side of the glove box. This little strap here slides out of this little groove here, and then the whole glove box and the drawer flip down and you can pull it out. And then you've got more fuses right there. So let's see, and there's no metal that I can attach you guys to, so bear with me. Let's see what we got going on in here for electricals. We're gonna turn the key on probably. And look for a ground. We've got the ground right up here maybe. That should work. And let's poke around a little bit. Okay, yeah, we've got a ground. So far everything's checking out, guys. This might be a spare. What's it say on the thing? Oops, you fell over. Sorry about that. Well, this is embarrassing. I was flipping the wrong lever on the steering column to get the wipers to work. They work fine, but we still have the issue with no stereo. And we checked all the fuses in the, my finger. Checked all the fuses in the engine compartment, checked all the fuses behind the glove box. And just for giggles, we're gonna make sure that this has an aftermarket Kenwood stereo installed in it. We're gonna make sure it has power to the stereo. So we got the center bezel out, this guy over here. On this one, there's just two clips in the bottom. You can pop it up there, but on the top, there are two screws that come through, and there's a section, this guy, goes across the dash like so. It just has clips. You pull up, forward and up on each end, and then straight up in the center, and this guy pops off to give you access to these two screws. And then once those two screws are off, the center bezel comes right out. So let's pop this stereo out here, and we'll just see what we got going on behind it. Oh. Using a new Makita tools, by the way. Liking it. Even at low speed, you can just tell it's super torquey. Okay, saddle, carefully, carefully. Come on now. You know, we got it. There we go. Oh, yeah, it went to a place I can get it. All right. Now, we don't have anything to magnet you guys to, so apologize for that. Let's. Oh, here's something. Look right here on this connector. Here's our connector. This little guy right here, that little red guy, that's a fuse. So some of these, a lot of these actually, radios will put their own inline fuse in there. Let's unplug, sorry. And now we'll see if we can't. Where's the nettle nose? There's the nettle nose. Let's pull this guy out. I ain't checked on him yet. Oh. Well, I'll be darned. That's a burnt fuse right there. Now, if this was my rig, I'd throw a 15 in it and say, let's let her fly, but not my rig, customer rig, so let's do the accurate and appropriate thing. I didn't have any 10s, so I ran to the Irish parts store quick, bought a couple, and let's throw a fuse in here and see if we can't fix this stereo on the cheap. All right, we put the fuse in and we plug the power lead back in. Looky there, guys. Here we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and start this so we don't have to listen to that beep. Let's see if we can find a station. That's probably not what this teenage young man wants to listen to, but stereo's fixed, the guys and gals. Now I gotta turn this off before I get copyrighted. All right, let's put this dash back together, and we got one more little job to do. All right, so radio's fixed. So we got a couple more things to finish up on this real quick. We gotta go make that wire safe. And then ever since this thing showed up, it's been idling about 1300 RPM. That ain't right. Let's go, we got it started here. Let's go look around out in the engine compartment. There's gotta be like a vacuum leak or something's out of adjustment. Maybe the throttle body's hung up or something. Let's go take a look. Seems like it's like, oh, here we go. Oh my gosh, look at that. We got a huge probably vacuum leak. That's right. There. See it? I'm gonna put my whole finger over it. Huh. That's much better. Now what goes there?
Oh, I see it right behind it. Here. This guy. This is supposed to be on that. There it goes. Slide him on there. There.
Much better. That makes me happy. Yeah, about 600 RPMs. Super simple fix. Those are kind we like. All right, we got to make this wire safe and reassemble the dash. We're about done. Hey, sorry I didn't get you along for the final test drive or road test of the 03 Jeep Wrangler 6-cylinder 5-speed. Nice Jeep. And I'm not kidding you, that's going to be the next collectible Jeep. So he's back on the road. We fixed a lot of little stuff as you watched and saw. But we had to kind of get on to other stuff because we're supposed to get anywhere from 5 to 12 inches of snow starting midnight tonight. So we got the Fergie inside fueled up, all the fluids checked, ready to move snow. We even threw the worn blade on the Brute, got it fueled up and all checked out, ready to go. And in case we got to move a bunch of snow tomorrow. So that's where we're at. I hope you like this one. Not the most classic vehicle we've got around here to work on, but up and coming for sure. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. See you on the next video.